6 years ago, I was at ground zero of my life. I had been abandoned by a husband who I had been married to for 16 years. It was the result of asking for a divorce. And I guess it was his way of trying to let me go or to make me feel helpless. I'm still not sure because he wouldn't speak to me for a year after I didn't try to call him back to come and get me. When he abandoned me, it was like the last straw. I was we had traveled from Mississippi to Baton Rouge, Louisiana to get some marriage counseling, and he had abandoned me in a whole nother state. And I can remember basically we had walked out of the counseling center and he asked me, "Have you come to your senses yet?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Basically, I'm realizing that I've stayed in this marriage for all the wrong reasons." And he had been in a habit of opening the car door for me because he had always said we'd be a one car family, and then going around and getting in the vehicle himself. He had learned that from some Muslim friends we had, that I was his queen, and he should open the door, and it was a beautiful practice. This particular day he jumped into the driver's seat, waved, and took off. My laptop, my purse was in the vehicle because we had gone to another place. I always took my laptop with me, um, and we would stay at the hotel because we were out of state. I remember standing there what felt like forever. And I remember the director of the center finally coming out. I want to say it was probably ten minutes later on the phone saying, "Yeah, you can't just leave your wife in another state. I mean, we don't do that." um anyway, things evolved. And I won't stay on that. I just wanted to give you a part of that story just to say that, segueing to today, I remember my godmother. I had called on her. She sent money to help me to get to her house, which was in Mississippi, Shibuya, Mississippi. And then I eventually uh, found my way to Michigan, where my relatives are. The wonderful thing is that I would get these checks in the mail from these sisters I didn't know at just strange times. Be like, and Mama Kalila, my godmother, finally called me and said, "Oh, I just want to let you know that I reached out to some sisters and they're going to help you like get on your feet," right? So later on, she says, well, she calls me. She's like, "We're going to be on a conference call with the sisters that were helping you. And I just wanted to let you formally thank them for their help or whatever." So I get on a call, and it's a group called Sister Linking. And I'm thanking them, each one of them. And they're telling me, "Well, we just want to let you know that, we're wishing the best for you. Let us know if you need anything else." And Mama Kalila was like, "Well, Sharice, would you like to be a part of the Sister Link?" And I said, "Well, I can't pay any of the fees or whatever." Um, and she was like, "That's okay. You could take your time, get on your feet or whatever. But, it's about sisters linking together and bringing their gifts." I said, "Well, one of my gifts is I noticed you the guys don't have a website." So eventually my way of paying it back was to build the website for the team. But long story short, we eventually decided to we would have these annual events every year, and one of these annual hat tea events where sisters would come together and honor the mothers, the elders, mainly the mothers, for just surviving this American experience, right? It would be, we called it a hat tea brunch, and they would wear the big hats and we would wear the gloves. Matter of fact, here's a picture of it. Well, this is one. The sisters would all wear, the sisters who were members would all wear white, and we would have our hats on. This is the back of a book called Mama Said. Now that I'm showing you, we decided at one point to do a collection of mother's quotes from what our mother elders would say at home. You know, quotes like, well, let me read one. Let's see here. One is like, baby steps, baby. Just take baby steps. Rome was not conquered in a day. Quotes like that. If you don't, I will. You know, mama, you know, she was serious when she said that. Birds of a feather flock together. So we actually eventually put together a book. We just put together this book for Mother's Day this year, and we are beginning the marketing of it this year. And a portion of the proceeds will go to the Sister Link group. So I'm just giving a shout out, letting you guys know that this book is now available at mamasgospel.com. And just know that in this book, you're going to get so many pearls of wisdom. It's a very small fee. The I'll just tell you, I'm not even gonna tell you the price of the book. I'm gonna tell you the book is under $15. Okay. Most books today are $20. And what you get is so many pearls of wisdom. You get context because a lot of this comes from years ago, like don't put all your eggs in one basket. And so, you know, you got to realize that at one point in time that we were more farm people. And so don't put all your eggs in one basket just basically meant that you want to diversify. Even you could use that towards money, you know, but there's so many pearls of wisdom in this book, and then a place for reflections. We hope that you support yourself, your family with this Mama Said book for Mother's Day and beyond. There's a lot of wisdom in this book to be passed along to teenagers today, especially. And that we continue the spirit of sisterhood, because that is from foundational Black American mothers. Pearls of wisdom passed down through the ages. And so, buy the book. We wish you a happy Mother's Day. And we love you. Thanks.